Race to save the Big Apple. But first, good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning, Robin. Second morning of the week with a hard hat on a beautiful cold sunrise. I'll tell you why I'm here coming up. But for now, let's get those chilly cities sponsored by Ancestry.
Welcome back to GMA. You're looking live above New York City. This morning, Robin Ginger across the Big Apple with the latest on the ground breaking new projects to protect the city from rising seawater and damaging floods.
Looking forward to seeing more of that. Right now, we're on.
Welcome back to GMA. We have been telling you about climate change, and this morning it's a race against time right here in New York. Both of our meteorologists are spread across the city to show us the efforts underway to protect the area from sea level rise. Ginger is off the coast of Staten Island, and Rob joins us from downtown Manhattan. Good morning, Rob.
Hi, good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Lower Manhattan. To start things off, we're at the East Side Coastal Resiliency Project. It was commissioned after Hurricane Sandy, all the devastating effects from that storm. And you can see it's an active construction site. Our drone will show you just how big it is. This big crane here is dropping in these huge steel beams, which in some cases go be pile driven down over 100 feet. It's all part of a 2.5-mile wall that's going to protect the most vulnerable parts of this city. And it's all part of a comprehensive plan to battle back the increasing impacts of climate change.
Nearly 20 years ago, scenes like these from The Day After Tomorrow seem like products of Hollywood's imagination.
A wall of water coming towards New York City.
But then came Hurricane Sandy in 2012, battering New York City's coastline in a way that the Big Apple has never seen. And now, just months after Hurricane Ida and Tropical Storm Henri devastated parts of New York and New Jersey with catastrophic flooding caused by torrential rain. Experts say that catastrophic flooding could start happening every 5 years in New York City by 2030, thanks to climate change amplifying weather patterns and rising global sea level. So the city is taking aggressive action with several massive projects in the works to combat storm surges, including a possible $119 billion seawall, similar to this one in the Netherlands, which would create a series of man-made islands with retractable gates. Another project already underway is the East Side Coastal Resiliency Project.
This is really exciting project, the largest urban climate adaptation project in North America, probably in the world.
The $1.5 billion initiative will raise parkland, install flood walls and movable gates, while also enhancing open spaces for residents.
Because the foundations are deep into the ground, the wall will hold and will protect this whole neighborhood from flooding in the future.
The wall will stretch over 2.4 miles of Manhattan.
We have the imagination to do this, to envision transformative solutions that actually improve quality of life while protecting our residents and our neighborhoods.
All right, the brilliant sunshine warm up these workers that have been going since 7 a.m. This 2.4-mile-long wall will be done in 2024. And after that, they're going to be starting to work on the drainage system under the city streets, because we all know what rainwater can do as well. Weather impacts from this multi-tiered, so we need a multifaceted solution. We know climate change is happening. We need to act now to curb it, and in this case, to adapt to it. Let's kick it over to Ginger now, who's live near Staten Island with another project there. Hey, good morning, Ginger.
Hey, good morning to you, Rob. Yes, our solution is underwater, but let me set it up here. That's Staten Island behind me, specifically Tottenville. Tottenville is known as the town that the oyster made, because this Raritan Bay used to be full of oyster beds, but we overharvested, we polluted, our natural barriers were gone, and it was clear after Sandy we needed help. So this, you can see it probably on the drone here, is a barge and part of the Living Breakwaters project, where they are taking these giant mattresses, they call them, they're like steel holders, of rock, and I'm going to point it out here. There's a diver on top of it that's about to set this. The rocks go down and they become not just habitat for marine life, but actual walls underwater that absorb a lot of the energy and protect us from sea level rise. Staten Island right now, 1 to 3 feet of erosion a year, and so these are going to help big time. I also, of course, traveled to the Maldives, where they've got solutions and an even more vulnerable problem. Guys?
Yeah, and we're going to see you in the Maldives in just a little bit later. Thank you so much. All right. Now let's get back to Ginger. Equally cute. Ginger.
Yes, Robin, back here at the Living Breakwaters project, I've got a rock in my hand. It's from upstate New York. What they do is they take this rock, they put them into what they call these mattresses, and then they lift those mattresses into the Raritan Bay to protect Staten Island. You can see it there on the drone. That is that crane putting in the living barrier that will also make for marine habitat for a lot of the life down there. That's the big picture. Let's go ahead and get a check now a little closer to home.